Okay, well, I thought that I would keep a journal and update it. And tomorrow is Sunday, which means it'll be my final day on my off week. Um, and I will go back on Monday on the SMD. So 2 weeks on SMD, 1 week on just low carb, and I lost 15 pounds. And I'm feeling really well. I know that I need to watch my calcium because if I don't watch my calcium, then I end up with hurting knees. I also figured out that there must need to be a reward date in there somehow so that I could have, like those things that you're really, really craving, really, really wanting, and you keep telling yourself you can't have it because you're losing weight. When I think the answer shouldn't be that you can't have them, I think you should just set it aside. I have insulin resistance, and I have some telltale signs that tell me that it's got to get under control or I'm heading towards diabetes. So for me, it's kind of like there's only a certain way that things are going to work for me. I decided that low carb was the best way, and I am attempting to lose a huge amount of weight. I started at 260 and now I am at 245. I'm pretty happy with that for 2 weeks worth of work. The 1 week is maintaining, so letting my body just kind of regulate. So I kept trying to drop at that rate. There'd be problems. So I figure I'm going to lose about 15 pounds a month or so, and that's all right. It's okay. And if I lose more than that, then cool. Problems that you have. Okay, so you start losing weight, even just 15 pounds, and the first thing you notice is that you look better. And then all of a sudden you want to put makeup on, and you notice that it's okay to drive down the road, and it's okay if somebody looks at you when you're driving down the road and you put on some lip gloss because it looks good when it shines in the sun. And you remember what it was when you were always looking good, and it's an addictive feeling. So I'm kind of there right now, where I'm starting to think about what am I going to do with my hair, am I going to get my nails done, those kind of things. And it's really funny because it's only 15 pounds. It's amazing how much 15 pounds changes how you feel. The way the fit of your pants changes how you feel about who you are. And so many people want to be out there and tell you that what you look like is not who you are. And while in the whole scope of a human being, the whole scope of a cosmic life force, that's true, here on this planet, one of the best ways to show who you are is by how you look. And this is not me. I am not this thing. This is not me. And it's hard if you work with kids. I do, with athletes, and I used to be a fierce athlete myself, an excellent athlete, and then I'm this. And it's hard to be able to say, hey, this is what you need to do. These are the things that you need to do. And they're looking at you like, okay, except for that you are two people in one body. So, a lot of times the things that you do in life, maybe how seriously other people take you, maybe how much you get across actually has something to do with the body that you're in. So, anyway, I am really excited that I made this decision for myself. So this now means that I will have quit smoking, and then I gained 40 pounds quitting smoking. So then I will have to now lose the weight that I gained while quitting smoking. And the thing is, I never planned on smoking this many years, but from the time that I got my sports injury and stepped out of sports, I didn't even care. I gave up. I gave up on everything. And a lot of things in my life I've done wrong, and a lot of things I've done right. But the one thing I never should have done was, I'm broken for life, so I might as well destroy the temple. If I could go back and change anything in my life, it wouldn't be all the obvious things that probably a lot of people would change. It would just be destroying the temple after leaving sports. That I'd have never picked up a cigarette. Anyway, it's so frustrating too, because when you sit in school and the kids ask you, and you want to tell them the truth, you want to, but you know that you're putting yourself on the line there, that you're putting your job on the line. You could get fired, you could a lot of things, or even there's going to be the stupid kid who's going to be like, well, you did it, so don't be all up on me about it. I got to make my own mistakes in my own way. And the whole point of wisdom of your elders is the fact that, dude, you've got to make your mistakes. You need to make your mistakes. But the fact of the matter is first of all, you probably are not going to make them as nasty as I am. And more importantly, I'm telling you right now that mistake you could do without. You know, they don't listen. Anyway, I don't know. I'm wandering off. Anyway, so I have lost 15 pounds. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more attractive. I've noticed, you know, my energy is up. I just feel good all the way around. So that's kind of nice. And then now I'm getting impatient. You know, I'm impatient already. It's kind of funny because this is when I get to eat my goodies in my off week, and I haven't, you know, I'm kind of waiting to go back to watching the scale, you know, and watching everything fall off. But I'm thinking now I need to revise the plan. Right now I'm doing a combination of Atkins or low carb, low carb, the SMD, which is Scarsdale Medical Diet. And I'm thinking that I want to add the carbohydrate addicts diet in there. And I'm thinking that one day of carbohydrate addicts diet should be your reward day, and I think it should be the last day of your off week before you go back on SMD. And I think that that's good because it's a good shock for your body to keep it losing weight when you go back onto SMD. So I'm thinking that tomorrow I might actually have that bowl of Raisin Bran, and I might actually have, I don't know, maybe a piece of pizza, something I've been really craving. I have figured out that nothing's forever, and 14 days of a really restrictive diet you can do because you know it's not forever, but also that you need to pick and choose your treats, otherwise you just overload and you still feed the same habit. Life is too short to spend not having really awesome food. It's too short to not do a million things. So, I mean, I guess I have to put my spiritual, the way I live has to be, the way I see things is part of my food, it's part of the way I interact with human beings, it's part of what I do with my time. It's all on the same basis, which is when I die, I want to regret a million things I've done, but I do not ever want to regret not doing a thing. So if right now, while I'm in the middle of losing weight, a fine chef came from all the way across the country with the most fabulous dish on the planet, would I bite it? Would I take a bite? Would I have it? Yeah, because you know what? This is my life, and life is for living. It's not for this death grip that we can put on, you know, on our energy, and it's just not about that. So I think we pick and choose our battles, and on this one I've decided that I'm going to give myself a treat once in my off week. I'm going to give it, and I'll do it carbohydrate addicts method, which is pretty much maintaining just a protein, low carb all day, and then within a 60-minute time period so that my insulin is still banking on the last meal I ate, I'm going to eat my goodies within 60 minutes, and that'll be that. And that way I shouldn't have any adverse weight gain. I shouldn't have a huge insulin dump. And I'm thinking that it's never just about one diet. It's about putting them all together and figuring out how your body works. Thinking that's the way it works, and I'm glad I'm thinking that way. So until next time, this is me getting smaller and expanding at the same time. Peace.